What's up, Raiders? I'm Skylar Kane.
And I'm Caitlin Marshall.
And this week on RJTV, a recap on the Nuggets takeover for the Special Olympics Unified Basketball Game.
A look back on the swim team's trip to state, and Skylar and Olivia sit down with Spencer Burks. It's all happening right here,
right now, on RJTV. First up, sports. Varsity wrestling, Antonio Sedora, Xavier Carroll, and Antonio Segura are competing at state right now at the Pepsi Center. Championship matches are today and tomorrow.
Our reporters Armando Maldonado and Zion Taylor are there covering it live on Instagram. Good luck, boys.
Girls basketball plays again tonight at 7 in the GD Gym. It's a senior night, so be there and support your athletes.
During halftime, Poms will also be celebrating their senior night.
Congratulations.
Boys basketball plays tonight at 7 at Ponderosa for their last game of the regular season. Be there.
Raiders on the board once again.
Sickle down, gets into Jackson, puts it up, and game over.
Great take, Blakely Stout, yet another block. Pin move, yes sir!
And rugby plays tomorrow against East at 10:30 right here at the Lou Colleague Stadium, and this is a big game, so we'll see you there.
Hockey also plays tonight at 5:40 at Family Sports Center against Fort Collins. You don't want to miss it.
Show up and show some spirits, Raiders. Let's get those stands filled all the way up.
Now back to your regular program show.
Caitlin, did you know that the Nuggets came to Regis Wednesday night?
Yes, Skylar. We got picked for the Special Olympics game takeover. It was
Check, check. Check. Can you hear me?
No,
You can't?
I was able for a second, but
Oh, you are?
it was like before this. I could only hear you out for one.
Check, check. Here, leave those down. Check, check, check. Did I plug everything in right? Check, check, check. It's coming up right here. It's coming up on here, but I can't hear it. Check, 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 check. Nothing. Check, check. 1, 2. Check. Nothing. Check. Check, check, check. Check. Check, check, check. No, Pat, I think it's up. Check, check. Should we try plugging into two different things? Try plugging into 3 and 4. We haven't tried it. Check, check. Check. Check, check, check. It's coming up here, but I'm not hearing anything. Raider fans, my name is Sam Stern, alongside my good friend and color commentator Jake Stewart. We're coming to you live here from Guy Gibbs Gymnasium, and we are so excited that you decided to spend your evening with us here on the Raider Sports Network. Jake, so thanks so much for being with us here today.
I'm so excited to be here. It's playoff action once again on the Raider Sports Network. Sweet 16 time. We talked about it with the boys basketball team advancing to the Sweet 16. You'll see them tomorrow against Denver East, but tonight it's the Regis Jesuit Raiders, the 4th-ranked Regis Jesuit Raiders, and the 29th-ranked Broomfield Eagles.
So we are going to go through our national anthem and introductions, and we're going to be back with you for lineups and tip against Sam Stern, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, and Jack Fate. We'll see you in 5. Welcome back to the Raider Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in with us once again, spending your evening with us again. My good friend Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, and Jack Fate back on camera tonight. We're glad to have him. Now, Jake, obviously you weren't at the last game. I'm so glad you're back with us. Now, talk to me. Obviously, we don't need to go in depth about how the Raiders dismantled Liberty last game. But talk, though, honestly, what did you see from the Raiders that was just fully functioning that entire evening?
It was all cylinders coming in at once. I mean, even the Regis Jesuit student section showing up, showing out. It may have been the dance afterwards, but we'll take it. I mean, it was a good showing between this team. But this Regis Jesuit Raiders team this year, undefeated in the state of Colorado. I mean, come on, 15-0. I mean, 5-4 out of state, still a team in Regis Jesuit. They could have been the top-ranked team in the state of Colorado. I like what Coach Matty decides to do, send them out of state, get some experience out there. You do lose a couple games. As a result, you're the 4th-ranked team in the state of Colorado. But I love to see it. Now you face a team in Broomfield, a team that is beatable, a team you also cannot take for granted. Sam, we saw the same 29-4 matchup with our boys Raiders team, and the boys Raider team took down the number 4th-ranked Creek Bruins. So we'll see tonight. It's anyone's game. It's a Sweet 16, and it's playoff season, our favorite time of the year.
It is, and obviously we're going to talk about the girls plenty tonight, but before we talk further, Jake, we got to talk about our last game we commentated together, which I don't know about you, probably is in my top 3 that I've ever done here at Regis.
No doubt.
Cherry Creek having their dreams taken down by the Raiders in a amazing fashion, Jake. We talk about Will Barbera playing for a 13-point game and one of his best games on both ends of the court. Clay Nicky throwing down his first dunk, and the first dunk for both boys and girls basketball of the year, emphatically. So many plays. Michael Wolf hitting 8 of 8 free throws. Talk to me about how amazing that game was and what you think they could do for the rest of this playoff season.
That team right now, let me tell you, it could not be any hotter than it is right now. This is the best time of year to be a Raiders fan. These teams all stepping up. It's hockey, girls basketball, boys basketball, all coming in. You talk about boys basketball specifically, though. A team 0-9 at the start of this season. They bring it all the way back to 10-13, win 2 big playoff games. This is a team in the Raiders. They're not afraid to make noise. In Denver East, they cannot take this team lightly tomorrow. You'll have to tune into our broadcast, Mullen tomorrow, 6 p.m.
It's going to be a great one, as he
Excuse
said.
me, not Mullen. I had to correct myself there.
Yep.
Manual. We used to play there. Sam and I did some basketball back in the days. No air conditioning in there, so if you notice Sam and I sweating a little, that'll be why.
No, definitely bring your beach clothes.
Umbrellas,
Away, court. Yeah, pina colada. But so obviously this Raiders team, they're coming in fiery after this last game. They believe right now, honestly, that they have what it takes to win state. They believe that they have the pieces that they need, and that most of all, they have the coaching staff to get there. Do you think they can do it?
Oh, they sure do. Won 10 straight games going into the playoffs. I mean, this is a team in the Raiders. They beat Liberty. Sam mentioned it, number 30 Liberty team by 64 points in the first round of the playoffs. I mean, this is a Broomfield team ranked 29th. This could be another blowout for the Raiders. One player you have to watch out for quickly on the Broomfield side. Leading scorer, junior Courtney Riston, averaging 14.2 points, 9 rebounds. Sam, she has 12 double-doubles on the years. You got to watch out for her. She's taking the opening tip for the Broomfield Eagles.
Avery Van Sickle, Madden McHugh, Grace Wygand, Sam Jones, and Jada Moore going to tip this one off against, as Jake just said, Courtney Riston. Here we go. And Courtney easily wins that one, and we're off.
Little smile on Jada's face there.
She knew that one was coming.
On the 6'2", Riston.
Great defense from Grace Wygand to start. Here comes Jada Moore in transition.
Quick early turnover. They like to move quick.
Sam Jones from Jada. She got it. Sam Jones coming in and playing well. She's averaging 11 points and 6 rebounds a game, and she gets it started there. 2 Zip Raiders.
You see this full court press. Excuse me, Sam. The Raiders doing a great job on the season, scaring teams in that front court. Trouble just getting it down the floor for this Broomfield team so far.
When talking to Coach Maddie before the game today, he said that we need to take advantage of their guard play. We have more talented guards. It's just Riston has been a struggle for teams to guard as Van Sickle misses there.
Van Sickle on her horse for that play. She hustled down that floor, trying to create the open lane. Nice take to the rim there.
Grace Wygand playing steady defense. She is the best defender on this team by far, no comparison. She has the tenacity.
To go off your point, Sam, she got ranked top 25 players to watch in the nation. So she's a true player. Fun to watch. Great hustle player.
What a pass! But the missed layup. That was a great pass from 35 Sophia Christopher.
Brooke Pennington unable to finish there, and those are the points you want back. If you're Broomfield, got to be able to get those easy buckets against a Raiders team that will make you pay.
Great patience for Madden McHugh. Broomfield gets a steal. Step back. 3. Good. What a move.
Emma Rich, and boy, did that shot look rich. It found its way. Nothing but net there from Rich. She looked confident on that shot, Sam.
Rich. She had a layup, Jake, but I'd much rather have 3 points than 2.
I sure would as well. Question to this. On that ball, continue to trap Broomfield.
Avery Van to the next round.
Gosh, that's Sim. I think that any player on this Raiders team, but particularly even Avery Van Sickle, a leader of this team, can add is their free throw game. We talked about it last year. One of the hurdles the Raiders had to get over last season was Francesca Believi. She struggled a little bit at the free throw line. Got to be a leader of this team. You got to hit those free throws in crunch time. They're going to need her to be able to do so, especially at the Coliseum in the coming weeks. The Raiders can hold on here.
Here we go. This is 22 on your screen. Jessica Hoffman still yet to score. She's being trapped by Grace Wigan. Wide open in the corner. Bounce to the middle. Great pass. No shot. And here comes Madden McHugh in transition. She got a 2-on-3. What a pass. Sam Jones, 4. What a play from Madden.
All day long for Sam Jones. Broomfield, though, you see that passing out there. They can beat this trap. The Raiders got to continue to push hard. Another three-pointer. Her second of the game.
Good.
She's got it.
She's a
Emma
sniper.
Rich. Woo! She's feeling it today.
Looks like we got a second coming of Diana Taurasi here tonight. She's
I love
6
it.
quick points.
Get it down there to Jada Moore. She wants Sam Jones.
Off. Hey, she's been aggressive.
I've heard out there on the perimeter. Let me tell you, get those on there on Jada. Work down in the paint when you got Sam Jones up top.
Great defense from the Raiders. And it is off of, let's see, they're going to call it off of Regis, right?
I believe so. And as you see, Savitri Jackson checking into this one.
Oh, no, they're actually going to say it's our ball. So great defense. They trapped Christopher in the corner, Sam Jones and Jada, and they ultimately get the ball as Sam Jones gets the inbound from Jada Moore, dribbling it around, trying to look for an option. For those of you who did not notice, Savitri Jackson checked into the game. That's her with the ball on the top of your screen.
Raiders continuing to be patient here. Smartly done. Grace Wigan being aggressive up top at the three-point line. Oh, my goodness.
Jada Moore is coming out aggressive tonight, Jake.
She sure is.
Just
attacking
can't get it
the
to ball.
paint.
Rich to the corner. Wide open mid-range jumper is no good. Battle for the rebound, no good. And a wide open layup is up and down for number 4, Haley Ventura.
Wigan went to the floor there for that board. Jessica Hoffman has not been able to get anything to go so far. For Broomfield, she puts up 11 points per game.
Savitri Jackson setting a screen for Avery Van Sickle. Coming around it to Grace Wigan. She hit a 3 last game, but she is not known for her shooting by any means, but she can do it every once in a while.
They got a lot of space in that corner with Jada Moore. Let's see if they move it to that right side.
Risky pass from Van Sickle. Sam Jones, crossover.
They got Wigan in the corner once again. Go to Sam Jones.
One
down
bounce.
low.
Off. Not a hurried rush shot, Jake.
She likes that left hand there. Hasn't used the glass. We talked about that last game with this boys basketball team. You got to be able to use the glass.
Looking for an option. Cross court. Here's their best player, number 10. Strong take. Blocked by Sam Jones. Great defense. Courtney Riston being rejected at the rim. Sam Jones. She's been doing that. She's averaging a block a game. And let's see if she go over a block tonight.
Riston has 2 inches on her. No problem there for Sam Jones. Great defense there. And it's Raiders basketball. Nicely done, Sam Jones. Coming up big so far for the Raiders. Just the energy it provides out there alongside Wigan. It's just so fun to watch. And then you got the freshman out there in Savitri Jackson. This is a fun lineup for the Raiders.
Fun is a great way to describe it. Jada Moore looking for a screen from Sam Jones. She got it. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Give me a break. She stood there. Okay. That was soft, but it's okay. It happens. So it's going to be inbounded for Broomfield. That was number 4, Haley Ventura.
Broomfield a chance to take the lead here or tie. Let's see what they can do. 2:05 left to go in the first period of action.
Hoffman almost used a screen from Riston. Inside, and a foul. I'm telling you, Jake, I am impressed with Broomfield's passing. They are patient. They look for an open option, and they've already found a couple threes, and they're taking it inside as well. They're really doing everything.
This is a very unselfish team, and this team in Broomfield, they are hot as well, winning 11 of their last 12. The only loss came to number 9 ranked Fossil Ridge, Sam, so we can't take this Broomfield Eagles team lightly. Only a 2-point lead here at Regis Jesuit.
Now, Jake, obviously, we're going to talk about it a lot the other night. This is our last home game together for basketball, at least. We'll have plenty more in the spring.
Make me cry, Sam.
I know. It's our last home game here. Talk to me your favorite broadcast that you've done at Regis and the memories you have about it. Go.
Oh my goodness, that put me on the spot there. I want to say just this season doing football with you, so much fun. I feel like I had the chance to teach you a little bit about the game of football, the game with Regis Jesuit. So much fun this season. Obviously, didn't end with the results we wanted, but proud of the boys. They all played great. It's been a fun season doing football with you, teaching a little bit about that, working together on that, and basketball as well. Your favorite time of the year, and I love to work with you in basketball.
It's been a blast for sure. I appreciate it. Christopher handling it, almost a walk, and gets it over to Hoffman, who was fouled. So Jake having trouble not fouling right now and just playing solid defense, which you don't have to say is a problem very often for this Raiders team because they fly around the court. They fly.
Nice defense down low. Sam Jones' third steal of the game so far.
Here comes Avery Van Sickle in transition. Pump fake mid-range. Off. A little hard on that shot, but it's an easily makeable shot for Avery Van Sickle, Jake.
Absolutely, a mid-range jumper. That is her game in Avery Van Sickle, the leading scorer of this team.
And that jumper is hard, and a foul going the other direction on number 10, Courtney Riston. And Jake, they've held Courtney Riston to nothing in this first quarter. She's gotten nothing done. No rebounds, no everything. The only thing is she's gotten fouled.
she sure is aggressive down there on Sam Jones, but Sam Jones putting it right back to her. Great job so far on the defensive end for Sam Jones on Courtney Riston.
Van Sickle. They need her to go off tonight like she always does. Jada Moore, cross court. Savitri, Jackson, three. Off. Avery Van Sickle, the offensive board, mid-range.
Oh, Sam Jones.
God, I
great
love her
offensive
effort
rebound
tonight.
Just
she is
there every single
it.
night. And McHugh passed up her last three-pointer. We'll pass that one up again down low. Jada Moore all day long with the left.
Yes.
Off the glass there. Fun little play from Jada Moore. Raiders up 4.
Jake, they can't guard Jada in post. You got to use that as your primary offensive option.
She already has, is it 8 or is it 6?
I think she has 8.
8 points already.
All off of post-up moves, not one jumper.
And 2 offensive rebounds for her as well. That's going to be big tonight.
There's about 40 seconds left to go. Nia McKenzie will check into the next break. That layup is short from Huffman. And here we go. Hoffman, my apologies. Van Sickle, transition to Madden McHugh. Looking for the pass. Savitri, Jackson, pump fake, mid-range. Off. Little hard, and Coach Matty was trying to tell her to go to the basket on a wide open look, but hey, Jake, as long as you're shooting the shot confident, I believe it's fine. But I do think on that play, you got to take it to the basket. You have the wide open lane, and at this point in the playoffs, you need every point you can get.
She'll learn. She's a freshman. She's learning through those grooves, getting those early nerves out in this one playoff matchup. Her first playoffs as a Raider. She'll learn.
Hoffman takes it all the way and misses it, and Savitri Jackson
palms
palms
the
the board.
It for a final shot. Here's 6 left to go. Jada Moore with it.
5, 4, Jada, Euro.
And 1. You can count
it.
the basket.
Jada Moore mixing it up on the play. The hop step Euro into the paint for the finish, plus the foul. Center to the line.
She's got 10 already, and Jada Moore, man, is she a firecracker tonight.
Jada Moore averaging a easy 18 points per game, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. She's done everything for this team, Jake. She really has been one of the most consistent players ever to play for the girls basketball team.
We looked at last year with the loss of Fran Believy. Didn't know how he'd recover as this quarter comes to an end. We didn't know how the Raiders would recover with the loss of Fran Believy. Avery Van Sickle, Jada Moore doing it all in the playoffs. And Sam, I'll go back to your question now. You asked my favorite game as a Raider broadcasting. I have to say the Grandview game, the Grandview girls game. For those of you that didn't get to watch it, I suggest watching it. That game, it was exhilarating. That was a game. There was so much that happened. I can't go into depth on all of it, Sam. It's so much that happened in that game. And I mean, with the rivalry with me and you and Grandview as well, I think it was just so able to get to Grandview. I know they got the best of us in the playoffs, but it sure was a great game here at Regis.
Yeah, that game was something, Jake. I'd have to say Grandview's definitely up there, but honestly, I know it's not here that the game happened, or the Grandview game, but that Crete game, Jake, I still, all weekend after that game, I was just an utter, not shocked, because I knew we were going to win. I felt that confident, but I think more just of excitement that we were able to call a game like of that magnitude. It was a packed house, sold out. I mean,
just goosebumps. I mean, after that game, I just pure goosebumps. You see the replay, you watch the broadcast again. 9 News Prep Sports has it as a top play of the week right now. Just the whole game. I mean, one of the best games. I really can't say I've seen or watched gosh, I can't say I've seen a better Raiders game, a better high school game than that one. Just truly back and forth, and those teams truly fight. You got to give it to Cherry Creek. They worked very hard out there. The Raiders got the best of them, knowing they head to the Sweet 16, and they have a lot of firepower on that team right now with Will Barbera leading the charge.
As Coach Starr said, that's what high school sports is all about.
Coach Starr would know. I mean, this Raiders basketball team Raiders baseball team for Coach Starr ready to go. Maddie McHugh ready to go as well. That one off the mark there. Look at the hustle from Grace Wigand.
Oh, they called a foul on Wigand.
Come on now. Wigand getting called there.
That is the matchup to look for. Wigand and Rist and Jake. You know why? They both have tenacity on the court. They
sure
fight.
do.
They're angry. They are just so passionate about this sport. You got to watch them. But for the most part, Jake, both of them have been held in check for both of their respective teams.
Travel call there, and Sam, just look at the eyes on the next defensive position of Grace Wigand. She is dialed in. She's locked in. I can't say there's anybody in this gym that wants this game more than Grace Wigand.
She's amazing, Jake. She's invaluable to this team.
And a multi-sport athlete, too. We haven't even mentioned that. She plays lacrosse. I want to say field hockey as well. She plays so many sports for this Raiders team. Raiders got to move out there now, Salmon. Screen there.
Jada Moore trying to come around a screen. She has Avery Van Sickle behind her. Over to Sam Jones, wide open mid-range. No good. Jada Moore, another rebound. She got it. Now 10 points, all coming in the middle of the paint. 12. Are we watching
and
Giannis
offensive
or what?
rebounds, too. I mean, Jada Moore doing it all tonight. And you'd think she was a big man looking down there and seeing the stat sheet every game. I mean, she has 4 boards just on the offensive glass so far in this
I feel like I'm watching Giannis Antetokounmpo out there. Great take.
Woo! Get that out of here.
Over the
Jada
backboard.
Moore. Oh, my goodness. I thought she got a hand on that, but maybe it was just an errant shot. I don't know. I mean, Katie Messenger, one of our cheerleaders on the sideline, loving it. Raiders up a score of 9 here. 6:30 left to go in the second period.
Avery Van Sickle looking for a screen from Jada. Pump fake, step back. Decides not to shoot it. Grace Wigand to Madden McHugh.
Sam Jones screaming for the ball. Good take there from McHugh. No foul called.
Sam Jones.
She's a fighter. She'll take it.
They're annihilating this team on the boards right now, Jake. Absolutely annihilating this team.
And the crazy thing to me so far, Sam, Avery Van Sickle has not attempted 1-3 yet. I'll
No.
give that to Broomfield. They're playing good perimeter defense, but they can't stop Raiders down low.
Do you think any of that, though, has to do with her aggression and not, like, wanting to go take those leads? Or do you think it's simply because the defense on her has been that great? Or both?
I think the defense out there has been good. I'll give some credit to Emma Rich, the junior, 5'5" out there playing defense on Avery Van Sickle. But, yes, Avery, I think she's looking to pass a little bit more this game, especially looking for Jada Moore and looking down low. I wonder if Coach Maddie looked at the matchups tonight and thought that attacking down low would be the best option for the Raiders. As that one thrown almost goes into Dweet Gibber-Merriam on the bench for the Raiders. Student section as that one goes home there for Broomfield.
Christopher has been one of the best players tonight. She has 4 points and a couple assists. She's really doing it all on the offensive end, and it was a great jumper. Just took her time, little soft pull up. Van Sickle, 3. Ooh, way off. We're not seeing the normal
was the
Van
first
Sickle.
3. We saw it. They are not the result we're looking for.
Rich, what a pass and a finish. What a play. Rich has been hitting threes and giving dimes as she gets one to Pennington off the bench. She's a senior, 5'8".
Watch Maddie McHugh here trying to answer back. She's a fun player to watch. Give it back to her. Let's see it there, Maddie McHugh from long range off the mark.
This team taking a lot of jumpers. Over to Rich. Jump stop, pass, Christopher, off. And here comes Van Sickle.
Let's see if she can work quickly here. She's got Jada Moore. Broomfield locking that down quickly. Out from 3 again, Jada Moore. Maddie McHugh, that is, and
shot.
she'll take it.
Madden
Passing up
McHugh.
that 3 there, and I like that, Sam. She had the 3 open, took it in, trying to get the groove going.
Oh, what a pass to Christopher from Rich.
Left all alone there, Sophia Christopher, and she's got 6 early points.
And there was a complete lack of defense on that play. There were 2 of them back, as Coach Maddie's saying, and both of them lost track of the one player that was wide open.
It all comes down to talking. You got to be able to talk and get through those screens if you're the Raiders right now. A 7-point lead, but Broomfield fighting hard right now. 4:28 left to go in the first.
Mulbarger cleans it up. No good. Jada Moore again. Spin to Grace. Boom! Grace Wigand coming in like a wrecking ball on that one, and she nails it. 25-16. This Raiders team is cleaning up every offensive rebound there is.
Boy, is she strong and is she aggressive. And as I look As that one goes up and in, a pretty shot there from
Wristed.
number 10, Wristed. And I just saw, Sam, tell me who you see that is walking over there. I talked about strong. You see him walk in, the dunker
star
himself. Big man there, our very own tight end, Kalane Enke.
Autographing some basketball shoes and some Regis jerseys. Just kidding. He's not a celebrity yet, but he's getting there. Maybe if he dunks against East, it will boost his street cred.
These two freshmen check the Raiders have celebrity. Nia McKenzie and Savitri Jackson. And Sam, I mean, Hudson did do a great job at that game we both were unable to make, but that was a fun ending, and you saw Nia McKenzie home, and there she is again down low, and a buzzer beater there for Nia McKenzie in that win.
Nia McKenzie has been fantastic, Jake. Regular season, playoffs. I think that having Nia McKenzie and Savitri Jackson being freshmen, I think the sky's the limit, Jake, because I think that they both can work on their shooting as she nails that first free throw. They can both add on to their passing ability. There's so much that they can add on to, and it's scary, Jake, to see what those two could be senior year.
You simply see her confidence at the free throw line as she hits both of them. She just doesn't look like a freshman out there. She doesn't play like one. She plays like a senior and a leader of this team. She's going to be huge for the Raiders coming down the stretch here in the playoffs.
Wriston hit a three a moment ago. Let's see if that gets her running for the evening. She's only taken one shot, and it was that three-pointer.
Look at the defense
What a
there.
move!
Wow.
In the inside. 22 Hoffman taking it herself and doing a little shimmy shake and a spin move to the rim.
And nothing you can do there if you're Savitri Jackson. She played great defense. McHugh back in the corner now. Broomfield trying to get back in this thing. 6-point deficit, 3 minutes left to go in the first half.
And Van Sickle turns it over. It's only a 6-point game. Broomfield is within reach, and they want to score another bucket. Wriston three. She got it. She's looking like Kevin Love stepping into that one. What a play.
We said it on the broadcast just minutes ago. She hadn't came up yet. It was just a waiting time with her. I mean, she can go off at any moment. 2 straight three-pointers for her.
And Savitri Jackson gets called for an offensive foul, and here comes Broomfield. Unbelievable as Jada Moore and Grace Wygant check in for Savitri Jackson and Madden McHugh. Jake, what's going on? Out of nowhere.
Falling asleep right now. You're giving up too many open looks. If you're the Raiders, you simply cannot allow the leading scorer for Broomfield, Courtney Wriston, averaging a double-double to have an open look. A loose ball now taken up by Broomfield, very close to a backcourt. Grace Wygant playing some defense.
Broomfield moving it around, looking for a wide open option. That's 23, Jaylene Young, my apologies.
Ballberger now out for the Raiders as well. She closes out there. That
Mid-range.
shot falls.
This team is on fire. As that's
Jessica.
Hoffman nailing another one.
And Hoffman, she puts up 11 points per game. She's got 4 so far. Watch out for her in this one as well.
Avery Van Sickle taking it herself, and she misses it. They could take the lead here. Here comes Hoffman, 2 to back. Hoffman gets stuffed by Jada, and here she comes.
Jada Moore. Oh my goodness, what a block there. Just when you thought the momentum was with Broomfield, Jada Moore sends her home packing.
And here comes Savitri Jackson for Avery Van Sickle, who needs a break. Now, we're going to see if Jada Moore can continue her great play. She has 12 points, all coming in the paint, and they need more from her, Jake. They need as many points as she can give them. A step-back three.
No way.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Whew. They're really feeling it tonight to Moberger. Off, and she's fouled.
I was just about to say, Sam, I mean, Courtney Wriston, she had not missed a shot since Hector was a pup. So, I mean, why not test that range from her once again? Man, is she good down there. You truly love at the high school level particularly players that can play from as a coach to see them inside, being able to shoot the three-point ball, work it down inside, and throw the ball out there. As a bigger player, it just gives you so much more versatility out there.
She is the premier stretch 5, Jake. She is exactly what you want in the WNBA, the NBA.
Who was it that we saw from Boulder that brought that same will on the boys basketball team? We saw at Boulder, same type of player.
I know who you're talking about.
Committed to CU Boulder.
Oh, Luke O'Brien for Columbine.
Columbine,
yes.
excuse me.
Great comparison. Jada Moore takes it herself, misses it. Moberger's there, misses the layup, and here comes Broomfield. Getting
Coach
messy
Maddie
out there.
Wanted a foul there, no foul call. Raiders 3-point lead, just above a minute left to go here.
Broomfield working around to Wriston.
giving it to Rich, who's knocked down 2 threes. Hoffman, 3,
To tie
got
things
it!
up, she's got it. Now we're all tied up at 29. Hoffman now her 9th point of the night. And Sam, man, this Broomfield team is not giving away.
Jada Moore with 55 seconds left to go. She's handling it. She is the leading scorer on the court with 12 points. Nia McKenzie taking it herself. Euro
What a
step.
move.
She got it. Wait, no? Oh. They're calling it on the ground?
I mean, that second foot, she put it up with the left. I don't know, Sam.
Yeah, that's weird.
Looked a lot to me like an and one there.
As Van Sickle will check in. They're going to bring her in for a last-second bucket, I'm guessing.
I would think so. She's a shooter. A lot of shooters out there. Wigan, you have number 1 as well. Savitri Jackson, the freshman, can shoot. Avery Van Sickle, there's a
from
three-pointer.
No good.
Still waiting
Nia
for that to
McKenzie with 2 people guarding her. She's ridiculous. She's my height, and she's outboarding these girls.
I don't think, Sam, I don't think it's a bold statement to call her the future Francesca Balevi. As
Yes.
a freshman, to be doing that on these girls in the playoffs, in the Sweet 16, are you kidding me?
She's 1 dunk away. Wriston.
Nice move
Pump
there
fake.
with the
She
left.
takes it with the left.
Man,
Wriston is
that
a
was
superstar. She is a superstar. She is a 5 handling the ball, Jake.
12 now
Unbelievable.
for Wriston, and this has been a great game. Raiders trying to end the half with a lead. 6 left to go. Van Sickle take it back into the corner. The freshman for 3. Air ball.
1-0. And we're going to end it with a tie game, Jake. We just saw Broomfield take control in the last couple minutes. Talk to me. What changed?
It was just the Raiders falling asleep on defense. They had the looks there on offense as well. I don't know, Sam. I really don't know what's up with Avery Van Sickle tonight. I mean, you talk about shooters being able to shoot. I think it's just an off night for her. She has not been able to hit those shots she'd normally hit. That's okay. She'll hopefully be back in the second half. But this is a Raiders team. They're going to have to play better defense in the second half. They got to want it more, Sam.
They do. Well, we know if there's any team that can come back, well, not come back, it's tied, but if there's any team that can win in this type of circumstance, it's a Coach Maddie-led Raiders team.
Look for Coach Maddie to talk to this team at halftime, make some adjustments, and this team to come out with some fire in the second half.
Well, you tuned for the right game tonight as we got an exciting one. Thank you to all of you guys who are tuning in tonight. We're so glad that we can broadcast this game to you and that you decide to tune in with us every week. Again, Jake and I have been so thankful to bring you Raiders sports now for a couple years, and it's been our pleasure to be with you, and we're sad but humbled that we've been able to do it for you for the amount of time we have, and we can't wait to see where Regis sports go in the next couple years. We'll obviously be coming back, and we're so excited. Again, as Jake mentioned, we're not over though. We have one coming tomorrow at Manual High School, but it's against East. Make sure you know that. It's at Manual, but it's against East. That will be a big game, number 13.
Be sure to tune in. That will be me and Sam's last game together on the court. Man, I just thinking about it, Sam, I cannot believe all these hundreds of broadcasts, all these countless hours. It's been such a blast. And Patrick Carlson done a great job. Sophia Marcinek. I mean, just a team of a lifetime. Couldn't ask for a better group to be with over these 4 years. Jack Fate as well. I mean, just it's been so much fun.
It has. Well, we're going to take a quick break here to take a break with about 9 minutes left of halftime, and then we'll come back to you for the last half. And we'll see if the Raiders can pull this one out, Jake. They have a fight on their hands, and let's see if they can stop Wriston and Hoffman from having a great game. Again, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Jack Fate, and Sophia Marcinek coming to you live here from Guy Gibbs Arena. My name is Sam Stern. We'll be back with you in 9.
Good morning, Raiders. I'm Will Cassidy.
And I'm Dowie Gavin-Mariam. This week on RJTV, Mr. Chris Boyle runs to the Olympic qualifiers, a look back on the Regis East rugby game. Stuco tells us about the Regis at the Rocks dance.
A look back at Antonio Segura's state win and look forward into this end of basketball. We grill some teachers' new rival segment. That and more this week on RJTV.
In December, math teacher Mr. Boyle secured his spot in the U.S. Olympic qualifiers with a 2-hour and 19-minute marathon at the California International Race.
That is only 20 minutes behind the world record, and he didn't even have pacers ahead of him. As we speak, he is in Atlanta for the Olympic qualifiers, and tomorrow he competes to see if he makes it to the Olympics in Tokyo this summer.
RJTV reporters Alexander Bruns and Cole Storch sat down with Mr. Boyle before he left to talk about his preparation for the qualifiers.
My name is Mr. Boyle, and I'm a teacher, and I like to run every once in a while. Honestly, it was a huge deal. I mean, I've been running since I was 15 years old, and honestly, for the last 9 years, I've been thinking about making the trials. So in 2012, didn't quite work out. 2016, injuries again. So to make it in 2020 after 9 years of lots of ups and downs. Oh yeah. So on the weekdays, I'll go run 3 to 5 miles before school, and then if I'm being good, I'll head to the weight room or usually the wrestling room and do some strength and core, and then try to not get fired and teach some math during the day, and then run 6 to 10 miles in the afternoon, do some stretching, and then have a little dance party while I make dinner, and then watch some Netflix, go to bed around 9:30 because I'm one of those teacher athlete guys, and then rinse and repeat.
Thanks, Alexander and Cole.
Now, your student council representative and RJTV producers Skylar Kane and Caitlin Marshall have a message for you about tonight's dance.
What's up, Raiders? I'm Skylar Kane.
And I'm Caitlin Marshall.
And mission season is in full swing.
Wristbands were sold this morning, but if you missed it, no big deal. Just go see Miss Fike during academic support.
And if you're choosing not to buy a wristband, every Friday in order to dress down, you will need to pay $5 at the door. Let's make it rain, Raiders.
And tonight, Red Rock season comes early. Let's tell people a bit more about it, Skylar.
This dance is like no other before, combining everything you loved about the back-to-school dance with the Red Rock summer experience.
So no, this isn't Snowball. This isn't any ordinary school dance playlist. This is
Regis at the Rocks. This dance will be right after the girls' basketball game, which starts at 7, and the dance will end at 11.
It's the place to be tonight.
And the game will be at whiteout, so you show the dance and go out under the lights. Purchase your tickets at the door for only $6, and they will go to a good cause.
It doesn't get any more low-key than that.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Caitlin and Skylar. During this Lenten season, the Environmental Club and the Chemistry Club are sponsoring an awareness and action campaign around the care of our common home, the planet, and also our home here at Regis Jesuit. The campaign started yesterday with a waste audit after lunch. Only 2/3 of the items found in the trash cans were actually meant for the landfill. 2/3 were compostable, but would have never made it to the right spot. RJTV reporters Caitlin Marshall and Olivia Giardino were there, and we'll have the story next week. The Regis East rugby rivalry is one that dates back for decades.
Each year they compete for the Brett Bear Boot Trophy, which is literally the shoe of the former East High School head coach. Will here brought us along to the game to see the Raiders take back the trophy.
Last weekend, Regis Jesuit played East High School in the 15th annual Boot Bowl. Here's what Coach Monticchione has to say.
Well, since we were playing in the snow for last week and the last scrimmage was in the snow, I think we did real well. We had some key injuries to guys during practice and in the squad. We hope to get back soon, but we got to see some young players.
Tries were scored by senior and captain Gordy McKeon, who also kicked 2 penalties for Regis Jesuit. Zach Van Haslen also scored for Regis, bringing the final score to 11-16 to the Raiders.
They stuck to the game plan. We had some hiccups, but that's expected. I think the boys did what they were supposed to do. You know, they gave it to the greater glory of God, and they came back with the win. So we have 9 more wins in state.
For our first game, I think we played really well. We had good continuity. We still have a lot to improve on going forward in the next few games, but for our first game, it's a great start. I think we still have a lot to improve on, and we're never satisfied until it's state, so we have to keep going.
Thanks, Will. The rugby team plays tonight at 6 in the Lou Kellogg Stadium against Monarch.
Last weekend at the Pepsi Center, junior Antonio Segura won his 2nd straight wrestling state championship for the 145-pound weight class.
He took down Legacy's Joey Joyner in the final few seconds of his match.
Segura wrestled at 3 different weights this season to get to the top for this competition, and it paid off for the back-to-back state champ.
This weekend, both our boys and girls basketball teams have playoff games.
Girls play tonight at 7 at home, and boys play tomorrow at 2 at Creek. Be there.
Lance Silliman, Eric Lee, and AJ Carucci are here to get you hyped for this weekend of basketball playoffs, with help from video editor Jaden Vass from Smoky Hill.
Thanks, Lance, Eric, AJ, and Jaden. Hockey plays today at 1 in the Big Bear Ice Arena for their second round of playoffs. Raiders Sports Network will have that game live on NFHS.
Our sports aren't the only thing dominating this season. Our competitive clubs are winning everywhere. Mock Trial won the Arapahoe County Regional competition last week, securing themselves a place in the state tournament.
Senior Maddie Rogers won Best Attorney, and Senior Kenna Haverkamp won Best Witness.
Junior Kevin Reyes competed in the regional speech and debate competition and qualified for the national debate in the Lincoln Douglas debate.
My name is Sam Stern, alongside my good friend Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, and Jack Fate, with Sophia Marcinek on the floor doing camera and social media. She does a great job. Make sure to check her updates out. Her photography is the best in the state. About 6 seconds as we get this second half started, Jake, and a lot is on the line. A trip to the Coliseum for the Great Eight is on the line as we have Avery Van Sickle, Jada Moore, Sam Jones, Grace Wygant, and Madden McHugh.
The stakes are high. This is a hungry Raiders team. They're coming off a season last year, a successful season, but they want to build on it. They want to go farther. The expectations this year are a championship, and it starts tonight in the Sweet 16. Got to be able to get this one.
And an immediate turnover from the Raiders, and here comes Broomfield. They ended that second quarter on a huge run. Riston was at the helm as she put up 12 points, all coming in that third quarter as that one rims out. And here comes Jada Moore and the Raiders.
Raiders getting a little lucky there. Nice early look from the Eagles down low. Jada Moore. Sam, I want to see her clear the lane out here, take it in herself.
Jada Moore. All reports.
She's got 13 so far tonight. Does Jada Moore. Avery Van Sickle, we talked about her during halftime. Can she be the spark the Raiders need?
And almost a turnover, but Jada Moore recovers it. Inside to Grace Wygant, somehow gets there, misses. Jada Moore, the offensive board, put back. She's been phenomenal on the offensive rebound.
5 offensive rebounds and 8 points coming off of the offensive glass. Unbelievable, great pressure from Jada Moore.
Rich working the handles. Over to Riston. Thought about taking a jumper. Instead swings it to Hoffman, who could have taken it, but decides not to. This team swings the ball a lot, Jake, and they look for the right shot at all times.
The defense coming alive now for the Raiders, working through those screens. There's Grace Wygant. We're waiting for that.
Yep.
That aggressiveness of Grace Wygant, and look at that
over
pass.
the top.
That's
Jada.
my favorite play, the dynamic duo, Avery Van Sickle. You can't be falling asleep on those two, Jada Moore and Avery Van Sickle getting it done quickly in transition.
Here comes Rich handling it. She has a wide open Riston, but she doesn't get the ball. And a foul on Jada Moore. A little unlucky there.
She got unlucky, almost traveled there, very close.
Sorry about the camera. We're getting it fixed for you right now. A little frozen, but again, a little radio call for you. Handling the ball, Grace Wygant up top playing defense with Madden McHugh on her left, Sam Jones in the middle. This is Hoffman and a travel.
Bunny hop there and a travel call. Sam, it's getting close to Easter with that one.
I'm excited.
Not quite there yet. I'm excited too. One of my favorite holidays.
Avery Van Sickle.
Maddie McHugh said something to Avery. Let's
Sickle
goodness.
struggling tonight.
It's not there.
Madden, 3, off. Jada Moore, another offensive rebound. Stick back fake. She got it.
That's 6. That's 6 offensive rebounds. I can't believe it. Jada Moore's going to have a double-double just on the offensive glass so far tonight. Crazy work down underneath.
Mid-range jumper, off. Jada Moore, another board.
And here come the Raiders, a 6-point lead now. Jada Moore.
Euro Jada.
And the foul.
Oh my
You
goodness.
can count it.
Jada Moore just Euro stepped her way to the bucket. Count it. Plus the foul. One free throw coming her way. 39-31.
17 points for Jada Moore. And this is what I love about the duo of Jada Moore and Avery Van Sickle, Sam. When one of them is having an off night, the other one will step up. Tonight it's been Jada Moore. And just wait, folks, Avery Van Sickle, when she comes alive,
what she can and can't do. She could have passed it out. She had people all around the paint. She's that confident in her ability. Obviously, she's going to Kansas State. She's the real deal. But the fact that she was able to get around, do that little 1-2 into a Euro step, and finish with her left hand, Jake, she could be, as I've mentioned multiple times, she could be the key to winning us a championship this year. She has everything in her box.
you talk about the real deal, folks. You cannot go any further than the guy sitting next to me, Sam Stern, Arizona State commit. Man, is he good at what he does. You'll get to watch him at the next level. I'm excited. I'll be watching wherever I end up. I'll be watching Sam on the television. He's going to go big someday. Keep watching. Doing a chest bump.
Here we go. Sorry about that. We're back to you. Grace Wygan. Perfect timing for a Van Sickle 3.
Oh, how about a Sam Jones offensive rebound?
Got it.
And one, baby.
Plus the foul.
Yes, sir, Sam Jones. Get me out of my chair for that one. How about that, Sam Jones?
What a perfect way to get back into the broadcast. Sorry about that. Having a little camera malfunction, but that's high school broadcasting for you. Sam Jones will be going to the line for her.
I think Avery Van Sickle heard us. She was smiling a little bit about that one.
I think she was. Timeout for the Raiders as Sam Jones does that one. It's now a double-digit lead in favor of the Raiders, Jake. And
they're coming alive. They sure
are.
I mean, okay, Sam, I talked to you about it during the timeout. I think we need to let these folks in on a little secret on the Raiders Sports Network. You know, talk about our broadcast. Some of you guys getting to watch it behind the scenes works. You know, Patrick from time in and time out. One thing you don't see is how
they helped out with anything. I think they're together. And it was our spinner Dean Malone on this other team. First round against the game. All the equipment, everything, except for our camera. And we stood at camera and it was freezing outside. Boy, do I wish that we had headsets to keep our ears warm. Because like they were up to off my head.
And how about, do it real quickly, Sam, how about the football games when you used to run the long skinny board down to the mobiles? Oh my goodness, bringing back
all the way around the school. Wide open 3. Off, and Jada Moore, she is stacking the stat sheet, and she wants to add an assist too.
She's going to have 100 points by the time this
Avery
thing is
spin.
over. Little fadeaway spin move, still unable to get that shot going as Avery Van Sickle.
Jada, Avery, 3.
Good! Nothing but net, and Avery Van Sickle coming alive now. It's about time, Sam. 14-point lead for the Raiders.
Riston.
Good take by Riston there.
I have to say, as much as she hasn't played in the second half, I love her game. She's poised. She takes nice shots. I honestly haven't seen one shot that she's taken tonight where I've been like, oh, that's not the right shot. She takes wide open threes. She takes mid-range shots, and she can especially take it to the rim. And for a 5 to be taking it to the basket with as many opportunities as she gets,
I'd love to see where she's going to play on the next level. I mean, she's only a junior. She has one more year left, but a very physical player, too. A lot of physicality with her down there. I mean, it's been such a matchup to watch. Just in this one, Jada Moore, I'd like to say, getting the best of her down low so far. Grace Wygan as well. Yeah. But she has 14 points as well. Jada Moore on the other end, 19 points. I mean, these two have just been battling it out so far all night long. This game, this Sweet 16 so far, beat the Raiders are so looking in the league. They will play Friday against the number 6 Highlands Rand for 20 Raiders taken out this year.
And just going back to what you just said, she's in the process, according to Coach. She's in box right now, kind of figuring out the plan. But Colorado State loves what she has. Jake, I'm surprised that there's only one school that's really disinterested because, as I mentioned, she's your prototypical center. She brings it all.
She sure is. She is a true fifth player, as you call it, the backcourt, front court player. She is not, Sam, I've noticed too, she has not came out once in this entire game.
No.
Crazy.
And I wouldn't take her out.
How can you? Is that one?
Weigand.
You can't
She
take
nails
her
it.
out. Grace Weigand from downtown. Coach Matt loving it on the sidelines. Raiders with their biggest lead of the game with 14 points.
Hoffman working the dribble all the way. He misses the layup and a foul on Riston. They really needed that layup from Hoffman. That could be huge coming down the stretch of this game. 47-33. They could use as many points as they could get with only 2:50 remaining in the third quarter.
We talked about it at the conclusion of the first half. All the Raiders needed was Avery Van Sickle and some rebounding, and then they'd be coming alive. They've done that so far just in this third quarter. 14-point run for the Raiders.
Van Sickle over the top and turns it over. Here comes Broomfield. Great heads-up defense. Hoffman slapped away. Battling is Rich. Great hustle. Cross court. Swing.
Wide
Hoffman
open
three.
in the
Easy.
top of the key there.
This team doesn't want to go away. Only an 11-point lead now as Hoffman nails the wide open three.
And Hoffman's got 12. She averages 11 points per game. She's putting up a nice night so far.
Savitri Jackson being patient, getting it over to Grace Weigand. Number 15 on your screen. As Jake mentioned, she's a multi-sport athlete. Field hockey and lacrosse. She'll be playing lacrosse next month. Avery Van Sickle faked a screen and she gets the ball up top. She's wasting some time with a minute 47.
I love being patient here, finding that open look. Staying with it are the Raiders. Continuing to work hard as Avery Van Sickle, despite some of those shots not going her way. Nice take there and gets the foul.
And they're calling it offensive. That was a pretty late call. He kind of just stood there for a little bit and then ended up calling it offensive. And the thing I love about Avery, Jake, I've never seen her complain about one call. Yes, she might say like one word like what or anything, but never talking to the refs, never. As Coach Matty gets his first technical, and I did see that one coming. He's been doing a lot of talking.
He does fight for his players. I love that from Coach Matty.
Oh, sorry, our producer Patrick Carlson lied. Sorry about that.
No technical?
They're actually giving a technical to Patrick now for lying to us. Regis gets the free throw. Here comes Broomfield, wide open take to the corner for three. No good. Hoffman the board. No, Grace Weigand battles.
Grace Weigand fight for that board there, gets the foul call. Sam, she lives up to that top 25 players to watch in the nation. She is so fun to watch. She's afraid to grab that ball, go to the ground with it, and take anybody out on her way. It's so fun to watch from Grace Weigand.
She does everything. She is the ultimate competitor. As I mentioned, she's invaluable to this squad.
Invaluable to this school as she plays so many sports, and so does Jada. Silent as she comes across her bench.
It's just that type of night.
50.
She's just going off. Euro with the left. No good.
Jada Moore says, give me that. That's got to be her 15th rebound to go along with 22 points.
She's taking it all the way. She's going for 30. She's going for 30 tonight. She's on fire, and her family's loving it in the front row, giving her a standing ovation, and she deserves one.
16-point lead, the Raiders' largest of the game, 40 seconds left to go. And this third quarter has been all Raiders at three-pointer. Getting them back in the game, Sam. Jalen Young and this team just does not want to go away.
Big three from Jaylene Young as Avery Van Sickle's going to take her time with 25 seconds left to go in this third quarter of action. Over to Grace Weigand, Coach Matty telling her to hold it. Waving Savitri Jackson down low. Sam Jones on the left side of your screen. Savitri Jackson up top with 10 seconds remaining in this exciting second half of action.
They put the ball in the freshman's hands with 7 seconds and a charging call there. A little push off there. Will Barbera does not like it on the bench for the Raiders.
A lot of offensive fouls going in our direction, Jake.
Yeah, sure are. A lot of push offs and 7.5 seconds. Brutal trying to eke a little bit closer into this. Deficit 13 points. The Raiders are on top.
Emily Thomas almost checked in for a little bit, but instead they throw in Madden McHugh for defensive efforts.
Can't foul here. Don't foul, Raiders. 4 seconds left to go.
Travel.
Now they're going to bring in Avery Van Sickle for some little offense, defense. Sam Jones as well checking in. 3.8 left to go. Smart substitutions there from Coach Matty. I like it.
I do too. You got to bring in your scores, Jake.
And I love Coach Matty continuing to trust his star player in Avery Van Sickle. Yes, some of the shots have not fallen tonight, but you continue to give her the ball. You continue to have her make plays because she can do it on the passing end as well. Sam Jones. Oh my goodness!
No! Oh,
that would have
been. Oh my gosh! She really tried to do an over-the-head pass, no-looker to Jada.
Come on, Sam Jones. That's filthy.
Quit playing with them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
0.9 seconds. And that shot almost hit the cameraman down there. Stay safe, kids.
Jake, if that pass would have and she would have nailed it, I think everybody just would have ran out of the building.
I would have had to retire right there with that pass.
Oh my! I guess she's just that confident in her passing ability.
Crazy.
Wow.
I was a little nervous. I'll give you that. I was a little nervous at halftime coming in to this one, a tie game. But am I going crazy, or did Broomfield only score 7 points in that third quarter? Was it at 32-32 at the end at halftime, or was it
31-31?
31-31. So 8 points to the Raiders, 21 points if I'm doing my math correctly. Thanks, Mr. Malsom, if you're tuning into this broadcast. Raiders up 13 with 1 period left to go, and this just goes to show how the Raiders can really turn a game around quickly, and they've done it so far tonight.
The Raiders are 1 quarter away, Jake, from making it to the Coliseum yet again. It's starting to become normal that we see this team in the Coliseum, and Jake, it's going to be fun this year. There's a lot of talented teams going at it. Highlands Ranch as usual, Cherry Creek as usual.
Valor not number 1 this year,
Valor,
surprisingly.
And Valor's big, Jake. They're going to be a team to watch out for. They have a lot of big players, and that could easily come into play against this smaller Regis team.
We'll see it here tonight. I haven't talked about them a whole lot, Sam. They did open their season with wins in 3 of their first 4. They won 4 of their next 6. They lost their next 2 games, but most recently, this team, they've won 11 of their last 12 games. They're not accustomed to losing, and tonight, the Raiders giving them a run for their money. But this is a team, Sam, they average 56 points per game and 37% from the three-point line. The Raiders have done a good job defending them from behind the arc.
Thank you so much for being patient with us. Our camera's frozen, and we're finally getting it to start working.
Can you believe it? I mean, I'm sweating in here, but the camera's frozen. Like, what can we do? We have to warm up the camera.
Get the defroster.
Oh, my goodness.
And Avery Van Sickle almost got the steal. It's 54-41. Riston.
You didn't miss a whole lot except for Jada Moore getting it done on the offensive glass. Once again, she put one home to go along with another offensive rebound. Sam, I'm thinking at this point she's got to be nearing 30 points and 20 rebounds. She is just coming alive tonight. I'll have to go ask Deacon Ferraro what her stats are.
And that mid-ranger is easy. Not playing defense on the mid-range as they bring in Savitri Jackson, since she is a two-way player.
And the Eagles not going on the raid. The Raiders did have a lead upwards of 19 points. Now it's down to 11.
Jada Moore did score while we were on break. I know that's a big surprise, but 3 off. Jada Moore, who else? Who else tonight?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, really, is there anybody else scoring on the play right now?
Unbelievable.
Jada Moore, as Rich is handling it up top. Another deep 3, catch and shoot.
Couldn't buy that shot there.
Jada Moore, how about an assist?
Dunk it, Sam. Sam Jones there puts it home. Samantha Jones there putting the layup home, and the Raiders back up 15 just like that.
Jada Moore is going crazy tonight on every facet of the game.
Here's Avery Van Sickle now.
Joining the party.
3-on-1 now. Let's see.
Oh, that's a foul.
Good defense there.
Ooh,
I thought she was going to throw up a little alley-oop there, Sam, or something.
Doesn't have Fran behind her. What are you doing?
I know, Sam. What's going on right now with Broomfield? I don't know what they're doing. Coach Jam now. Time to take a little break.
Sorry,
left play.
I was communicating to Coach Matty. Avery Van Sickle coming in transition. Patrick Olsen, our Purdue, hard work tonight. Really getting it on. And there's a foul there.
Getting his paycheck.
Yes, he is.
Solid 000 for all 3 of us. That's all right. We do it for fun. We do it because we love you guys out there. We truly do. It's so much fun.
Jada Moore going to get this one bounce. Gets it in. No turnover. It's a 15-point game, but anything can happen, Jake. We've seen some crazy things happen.
How to play defense, that'll be the key to the final stretch. You're both not really in foul trouble. Nice defense there, but also good take to the rack there. Is that another rebound for Jada Moore? I think they'll have to give her credit for that one, right?
Possibly. I don't think so, though, because it did go out of bounds. She didn't have possession of it, but at the same time, she's there.
She is. I mean, she's everywhere tonight, is Jada Moore. She is playing phenomenal right now.
Jada Moore going to come out of the game. We're going to get a timeout from Broomfield. 4:34 left to go in this exciting game. And Jake and I's tenure here at home. Last game here at Guy Gibbs Gymnasium. Kind of weird that it's not a boys game, but we're going to see the boys, as we've mentioned, tomorrow at Manual High School against East. And as we mentioned, they have quite the fight tomorrow, Jake. But if there's any team that can get it done, it's the Raiders. They came out against that Cherry Creek team, Jake, and came out with they had no nerves really throughout the game. There weren't a lot of turnovers. There were just a lot of smart plays. And I got to say, as I've already mentioned once, I thought Will Barbera, Clay Nanke, and Michael Wolf were the three players that were the MVPs that night.
If you were to look up in the dictionary the definition of clutch, you got your man over there playing basketball, playing with it right now, Michael Wolf. I mean, what was he, 8 of 8 final free throws in the game? I mean, how can it get better than if you're Michael Wolf? He led this down the stretch, and that's a true leader on this team. And Will Barbera as well coming alive. This team, this Raiders team, you can't take for granted anymore. I mean, this is a team as good as any in the state of Colorado. John Plumley dancing over there in the student section. I mean, why not be dancing? You're up 15 points, 4:34 left to go in this one here. Fun night tonight.
Savitri Jackson going to get this one into Avery Van Sickle. Back to Savitri, and here she comes. She's going to be met with a trap. Let's see if she can get out of it. Great handles by Savitri. So good. She's only a freshman. Van Sickle, they're just going to pass it around, Jake.
That's what I was thinking. I was just going to say, I think they should run a little bit of the
Savitri!
clock. Get that open look. Why not take it? Off the mark there, but another
McKenzie.
freshman getting the rebound, taking it strong there. No foul called on the play.
And Nia McKenzie off on the layup. Thought there might have been a foul. Instead, Rich is coming in transition. A three from Hoffman off the side of the backboard and in. They cannot go away, Jake.
You can huff and you can puff, but you cannot blow Hoffman down. She is knocking down every shot from the floor tonight. 17 points for her.
Nia off. And here comes Jada. They need reinforcements. Rich to cut it to 10. Get that nasty stuff out of here from Avery Van Sickle. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. She's loving it. And where is her brother, Archer Van Sickle? I know he'd be going crazy right now. Wow, what a block there. She said access denied on that play.
Oh my goodness. Avery Van Sickle with an emphatic stuff at the rim. In the words of my favorite commentator, Kevin Harlan, with no regard for human life.
I love Kevin Harlan. Just a great guy. He does everything.
Jada Moore over the top to Avery.
She can do everything too. I spoke too soon.
She can, though. She can.
Jada Moore, I don't know if you noticed, Sam, she went off to the bench so quickly that now she's right back in. I mean, I don't even know how she had time to put water in her mouth. It's crazy. She goes out for about 3 seconds and hops back in.
Inside take, pull up mid-range. Ooh, around and out.
And who else to get the rebound except for Jada Moore? They just decided to clear the lane and let her take the rebounds now.
3 minutes left to go, and Jada Moore is going to put it to her own pace. She's had a 30-point evening tonight. One of the best games of the year for her. She's been the leading scorer for this Raiders team. She has the most points this season, the most assists, and the most rebounds for this team. She is an all-out superstar. So
she's a superstar
Avery.
Too.
Mid-range, short. Jada, another board, but it's over the back. Whew. Jada Moore's like, what? I'm telling you, I love Jada's play. She is just so great. And there's going to be a timeout for the Raiders. It's going to be a full timeout. So, Jake, obviously, 2:37 to go. Obviously, the chances of a comeback of this magnitude are slim. Anything can happen. I didn't say 0%. But talk to me. What do the Raiders need to do, especially on the defensive end, defensively, to close this one out and get us to the next round.
No wide open three-point looks. That was what got Broomfield back into the game. Jessica Hoffman, the leading scorer, along with Courtney Risting. You just cannot give them open looks. I don't care if you have to trap them, double team on the perimeter. You cannot give those two girls the open looks in the corner. For the Raiders on the other side, you just got to be patient. If the pass is not there, you hold on to the ball. Be patient with it on your own side of things. No need to turn the ball over. Stay with it.
We'll see if they can do that, Jake. Easier said than done.
Sam, you know what I just realized? We have not given these kind folks out there a Nuggets update tonight.
Oh, how could I forget?
I mean, how about those Nuggets? 58-49 halftime. Nuggets on top. They pretty well.
Are they playing well?
They sure are. I haven't been able to check out the stats. Nikola Jokic now 10. He's got a double-double over at halftime. Man, is he crazy.
And another personal, which is kind of cool. First of all, Celtics are going overtime, so make sure to look at that one. Spurs get their first win under temporary coach Tim Duncan. 101-0. Pretty cool. Tim Duncan get a dub. And that's tough for Broomfield. Great defense from Savitri Jackson. Working hard tonight. She's
Action
only a
Jackson, man. I mean, she is wild out there. Savitri Jackson, she's a good basketball player.
Jada Moore. Ooh. Everybody wanted her to take that three. She's just been feeling it tonight, but she's going to step all the way to half and take her time. Ooh, and Jada.
I'd have to wait these courts after Jada Moore.
Great decision-making by Regis. And a foul.
Okay.
Smart foul. They can't let this clock go away.
So they'll put the freshman to the line. Let's see what she can do. Savitri Jackson. And Sam, I gotta say, I wondered about the recruiting class this past year for the Raiders. How good could they be coming in, these freshmen? They have lived up to all the hype. I mean, Savitri Jackson and Nia McKenzie, they've been as good as any.
Savitri misses that free throw, and here comes Hoffman taking it all the way. Almost an and one. She'll go to the line for two. And Jake, if there's any way a comeback could happen, it's this way, because right now it's really all on the Raiders making their free throws, and if they don't, they could let this team come back if they make their shots on the other end. It's all about making your free throws. And Jake, we say that because it's so similar to Cherry Creek, where there was one missed free throw by Michael and we would have lost that game. I mean, honestly, Sebastian Cole, who was 0 that game, he was making every shot. I mean, it's just like this. You miss a free throw, easy points coming on the other end.
It's just these teams. I mean, Cherry Creek being one of them. We saw it the first time those two teams met. Every free throw mattered so much. And just at the high school level, these free throws, if you can't make your free throws, then you cannot win these big games. And the Raiders are a team. They're 60% at the front line. Oh. That was a scary pass there. That was a little bit scary. 2 minutes now left to play. Raiders on top by 11.
And they better foul soon. They're wasting time. And a foul. And honestly, I do think Jada's going to nail her free throws because she's just feeling it tonight. But if you look at the stat sheet, Jake, she isn't the most talented free throw shooter. I'll put it that way. She hits them consistently. Some games she's on, some games she's on. But I think tonight she's going to be on. She's just stepping out. Said it over and over again.
I don't think there's anything that the person, oh my goodness, I think I jinxed it. I was going to say, I don't think there's anything the person at the free throw line cannot do tonight. But Jada Moore, she's been great tonight. She's been exceptional out there in the pink shoes.
MVP. MVP,
so
Jake.
good, so good, so good.
And here comes Broomfield. They could cut it to single digits here. Rich takes it.
Contested look there.
Oh,
needed the bounce.
She almost got a bounce. And I don't know if that was the shot because she kind of pump faked. Someone flew at her and then still took it. I don't know if you kicked that out.
My favorite part about that play, Sam, the rebound bounced up towards Grace Wigan. She said, nope, you can have it, Jada Moore. It's your kind of night. It's all yours. It's all yours.
Van Sickle, she's going to be fouled, I'm guessing. No foul. Grace Wigan still dribbling over to Avery, and they're taking their sweet time with 1:20 left to go until we go to the Coliseum.
Nothing sweeter in the Sweet 16. The Raiders up 11. They are feeling good right now, and you got to give some credit to Broomfield, as you see Avery Van Sickle finally deciding to take that look. And it really hasn't been her night, Sam, but I got to say, I love the effort from this Raiders team to be able to take it in her footsteps and still play so hard and work so well, especially the one with the ball right there, Jada Moore.
And Jada Moore will go back to the line.
I think she's going to make this one, Jake. I think the biggest thing about shooting free throws is, as you can see there, you learn how you missed, either off left, off right, too hard, too soft, and you get it. That's how I learned I was shooting free throws, because I don't play basketball anymore. But
Oh, come on. I see you playing in pick-up every other day, taking kids down.
Yeah. You know, I try.
Under a minute at Sam and I's 4-year tenure here at Guy Gibbs Arena.
Oh! And she's going to the line for another 2 free throws. That's Hoffman. And Jake, I've got to say, between Hoffman and Riston, I think that those two have really carried this team on both ends of the floor. Both have been consistent. They've been giving them offense. They've been giving them some defensive stops. You got to give a high five to those two. They've been great.
Give them a little high five. Why not? In the wise words of wisdom from Sam Stern. 50.5 left, and we're back into single digits.
And Avery Van Sickle will come off the court. She's had a modest game. Obviously, we know she can do better, but
for her standards, it was not there. But for this team to be able to still play the way they're playing without Avery Van Sickle, the star player, you know,
we're not complaining.
We're not complaining. We aren't.
Savitri Jackson, she better hurry and give the ball up. Ooh, she turns it over. Almost a backcourt. What a save. Rich, 3. Oh, offensive rebound put back. Oh, no good.
Missing.
Oh, Jada. Rich, 3.
She'll try it again.
Oh,
no.
No. Offensive rebound. Jump ball. Oh, what a whirlwind of events. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, tornado.
God, it's all over the place. And
look at Micah Manugian. I don't know if you can hear him on this broadcast. We haven't called his name tonight.
He's going to need some cough drops after tonight with
Sam,
the amount of
he
microphones.
cracks me up today in our Spanish class. Let me tell you, Micah Manugian was practicing his Spanish using his commentator voice. Yes, sir, Micah Manugian. That is a man right there, always in action.
Micah Manugian, remember doing commentary with him freshman year.
So much fun.
He was something.
Raiders holding the ball here.
Avery Van Sickle with 11 seconds left and off of Regis. Could we see a 9-point comeback in 9 seconds?
If we
We
did.
need a point a second.
I don't know, Sam.
From half, Hoffman, shoot it.
Hoffman, shoot the ball.
Riston, pump fake, take with the left. Oh,
flick of the wrist, Riston. All right. High fives all around. Raiders getting the win.
The Raiders pull it off. We're seeing them in the Coliseum this weekend.
Elite 8, baby. Showtime season, and we're ready for another championship season run. Raiders basketball, bullies and girls, and Raiders hockey, they're all coming together this year, Sam. I think we could see 3 possible championship runs.
Hey, anything can happen, Jake. Well, we are so excited that you tuned in with us here on the Raider Sports Network. You're going to be hearing from Dawit Gebramariam before we close out this evening. But Jake, last words. It's been an honor, to say the least, to be doing games with you the last couple of weeks. And talk to me.
It's crazy that it is. It's crazy this is our last home game. It's been a run here on the Raider Sports Network. I can say, Sam, that these teams sure do play good for us. So many wins over our 4 years, particularly with this girls basketball team. Will Barbera, too, going to show out tomorrow. Just unbelievable how good these teams are. Great athletes, and it's been such a run. I wouldn't want to do it with any other team out there. Sam Stern, Sophia Marcinek, Jack Fate, Patrick Carlson. I mean, it's just been the senior crew of a lifetime, and I don't know how we follow this up, Sam. It's been such a great game and a great season this year. I know we say it every year. I know last season we said it. I still think this is the best season in Raider Sports Network history. How do you beat what we just went through?
It's hard. It's hard. But we're going to bring it over to Dawit, and I'm going to close us out. Again, Jake Stewart. You're going to hear him tomorrow with myself, Patrick Carlson. Patrick doing great as usual, and Jack Fate. We're going to be back with you in 2. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we're going to hear from our sideline analyst, Dawit Gebramariam. Thanks so much for tuning in.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll be back with you in 2. Welcome back. Again, my name is Sam Stern, and alongside my good friend and courtside analyst, Dawit Gebramariam. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, it's a big honor to be on the show again.
Yes, Dawit, talk to me about what you saw. A great, resilient effort in that second half. Tell me what you saw that changed between the end of that second quarter and the entire second half.
I mean, for sure. Starting off, the first half was very messy for us. I mean, we couldn't get buckets going, and they were hitting buckets. But, you know, that was probably the worst quarter that they played this year, and they still managed to be tied going into half. Coming out of second half, the first half, I really think that the big difference was Jada Moore. I mean, I think there was a stretch where she got 4 or 5 buckets just by herself. That really opened up the offense and got us flowing. Our defense got a lot tighter, and we started to force a lot more turnovers and got a lot more fast break points. But, yeah, Jada, she had a big game tonight, which was really good for them.
And talk to me, what was it about the way she played that was different from the past? Because it was almost like we saw a flip of the switch. Like she was really aggressive compared to the past where it's kind of like take it to the rim, shoot the ball. And I don't think she really had to be asked to do that today.
Yeah, I mean, they did not have a good shooting night tonight. I mean, from threes, it was hard to get one going. So, I mean, she decided to just take the ball into her hands and say, I'm going to drive it to the bucket. No one can stop me. That's why I'm going to college next year. I'm a recruit. I'm one of the best in the state, and that's why I'm gonna show off. So I mean, that's what she did today, and she can do that every game.
Now we're heading to the Coliseum for the next couple rounds because I have a feeling they're going to make it that far. What is it going to take to make it all the way to the championship this year?
They're going to have to be on their A game. I mean, they know what they have to do. I mean, starting from day one, they had their eyes set on the championship. They know what they need to do. I mean, they just have to be on their A game. They have to have their captains and their big players step up for sure, and they also have to hit their threes for sure. That's their main thing for this game.
Now, before we go off, we got to talk about the boys.
Oh, yes, sir.
We know we're excited. We just had Alonzo Paul right next to us,
yes,
bugging
sir.
us. Which players are you looking at to go off against East, and what do you think that they need to do offensively and defensively to come alive and to come out, hopefully, go into the Coliseum as well?
All right, I mean, can we go back to the Creek game, though? Because
Please do.
By far, everyone had us getting blown out.
Yes.
Blown out. And I kept saying we always find a way to make it a close game. And when it's a close game, it can go either way. And we took it into our hands and we took over. I mean, Michael with the ice cold, the free throws. But going into the East game, we just have to have that same underdog mentality, that us against the world mentality, and we got to stay gritty on defense. That's what we do. That's how when we're at our best, for sure.
It is. Dawit, it's been a pleasure as
yes,
usual having on. We're going to have you on tonight or tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
at East.
Yes, sir.
We're excited to have you on at 6 o'clock game time, and that's going to be a crazy game.
It's going to
be
packed for
It's
sure.
going to be packed, and we're so glad that you're going to be there with us, and we'll hear you tomorrow night. It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Again, my name is Sam Stern, alongside Dawit Gebramariam, Jake Stewart, Patrick Carlson, Jack Fate, and Sophia Marsnick. My name is Sam Stern, and in the words of my mentor, Nick Sanglis, stay classy.